After getting disqualified for smoking, you would think that you wouldn't want to be on the Olympic Committee's radar anymore. But here you go. What's up, y'all? It's your girl B Octavia, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will be talking about Sha'carri Richardson. I have a few things to say, and I feel like it's, again, what a lot of people are not saying about what she's saying, okay? Before I do that, let me introduce myself. My name is B Octavia. I am 25 years old, and I'm from the District of Columbia. Born and raised in Southeast, so yes, I am a little rough around the edges, but I do mean well, you know what I'm saying? And I really do hope that she see this video, because I feel like it'll be what she really needs to hear from a coach, or from, you know, from a life coach, from an Olympic coach, from whoever your mentor is. The list goes on and on of the figures that are in her life or could be in her life, and the voices that she needs to hear. To say all that means that what I'm going to say in this video is with love. You know, I want people to be better. I might talk about Kanye West because Charlamagne hit a great point, you know what I'm saying, that I want to sound off on, but that won't be in this video. That will be something that I do next week, so stay tuned for that. So recently there was a Russian Olympic athlete that was about to lose her medal. She was about to lose everything within the Olympics, because her drug test came up that there was a medication in there that is banned. And it turns out that that medication helps her heart, right? So with us seeing that, and recently we found out that they still let her keep her medal, and they still let her keep her spot in the Olympics. Cool. Now, we know that. But Shacarri Richardson has something to say, had quite a few things to say, and I'm going to jump right into that right now. So, Miss Sha'carri Richardson says, "Losing my mother wasn't enough for me to run. I wonder why they let her." And then she posted the update where it says the Russian Olympic athlete can run in the Olympics after they then went through the whole investigation. And she commented on that and said it's all in the skin. After that, the International Olympic Committee responded to everything that she was saying. And let me just say this. After getting disqualified for smoking weed, you would think that you wouldn't want to be on the Olympic Committee's radar for what you said. You would think that you wouldn't want your name to pop up anymore. You wouldn't want them to see you as problematic anymore. But here you go. You done got their attention. Before I talk about what the Olympic Committee said in response, I'm going to dig into it real quick. First of all, we're going to jump to the first thing that she said, right? Losing my mother wasn't enough for me to run. So why aren't you discussing why you really got suspended? Why you really couldn't run? It was because of weed. So are you saying you were smoking weed because your mother died? And I'm not saying people don't go through things when major figures or the people that birthed you don't pass away. I'm not saying that people don't grieve different. But you knowing, and I stand on this, you knowing what you had on the line, you still chose to smoke weed. So why are you making it an excuse that you lost your mother? Are you saying that you were supposed to get some type of special treatment because your mother died? or because your skin is brown. And that's what I don't like, okay? What we're not going to do is make excuses for the things that we personally do. We're not going to do that when all of us know what's on the line, okay? All of us know. Me as a young mother, say I get in some stupid shit, get myself into a case, get on probation where I can't do none of that. I can't get into the paraphernalia or none of that, or I'm going to get locked up. You think I'm going to choose to smoke when I got all this on the line, losing my child, all that? No. We all know what we have on the line. And that was a hypothetical, okay? I'm very, very smart. No cases, no cases, no cases, right? And to know, to know what we have on the line in general, a bright future, all of that. We know what not to do and what to do. And as an athlete, everybody that's running beside you, they have obligations and responsibilities as well. It's not all about you. And I think that that's what social media did. It made her feel like she was so important, and she is so important, that she's the only one running out there, and she isn't. And to think that the United States and Russia is going to run the same, you out of your mind. This two different playing fields. Why you think something that happened in Russia gonna happen in the United States, and it's not even the same drug? And that drug, that medication, excuse me, is to help that young girl's heart. What is weed gonna do for you running? And if anybody can answer that, if anybody can sound off and tell me some type of bullshit excuse on it, then we can talk, and it still won't make sense. The thing about it is, you can't compare yourself to somebody who has a way huger struggle than you. Honestly, in my opinion, they should probably pull that young girl from competing because it's something wrong with her heart. Not because it's the skin. I hate, and this is a huge pet peeve of mine, I hate a person that is of my skin tone, of my race, that keeps wanting to bring up skin tone and race, and we ain't even talking about that. You want to start an uproar where there doesn't need to be one. That's ignorant. I'm not about to shame that girl because she white, or because she Russian, or because she from a different place. When we seeing, you can read it, she has a problem with her heart. Now, if Russia want to say that she can still compete and keep her medals, you should be happy for her as an athlete. But that's what I was talking about in the last one, and it'll be linked below. Stop acting like a sore loser. It's not about you. And I'm sorry that nobody is telling you that. It's not about you. Okay? And you just made it about you, and the Olympic International Committee then responded. Is that what you wanted? It's not the same. Give us a plausible reason why you were smoking weed as an athlete. Michael Phelps knew, and he got pulled for a very long time for that. Michael Phelps knew. So what you gonna say about Michael Phelps? Huh? What you gonna say? What was his excuse? He didn't have one. He didn't have a good enough one, and he said, you know what? I was smoking weed. I was wrong. I knew what I had to do, and I messed up. What did you do? Make excuses. Say, oh, it was because I was black, and that's why they pulled me out the race. No, it was because you were smoking weed. Are we not hearing that? Did we not see the same type of updates and the same type of reports from these same articles and blogs? Did we not see that? What are we talking about here? We talking about marijuana versus a medication for this Russian girl's heart. This don't got nothing to do with skin tone, and I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry about feeling the way that I do. Somebody needs to deactivate her social medias so that she can really focus on being a good athlete. Because she very much gives me sore loser and poor sportsmanship. If you come out talking about another athlete or shading another athlete, I'm going to talk about how you came in last. You can't keep doing that. Because everybody out there is running the same race as you. You're not as important. Yes, you are black. Yes, you can be the first to do this and do that, but you got to put all the chit chat aside. Because it's not making you look good. It's leaving a bad taste in my mouth. Because I'm trying to figure out why you don't see it that way. Why you keep ranting and it's getting you the attention that you don't need. And you just keep trying to play the victim when it's like you chose, baby. We all make decisions that we have to live with. And yes, it may sting, it may burn, but it was your decision. A lot of people be in denial about that. It was your decision. Nobody forced you. Nobody forced you to do what you did. And what you did was smoke marijuana. That Russian girl wasn't smoking marijuana. That's not what came up. That's not what came up. And she didn't say, oh, I was smoking weed. If that came up in hers, that's a fair playing field. Right? If that came up in hers, in the Russian girls, and she said, oh, I was smoking weed because of my heart, I'd be saying, fuck that. You can't compete either. I'm not going to say shit. Well, give Sha'carri's hers back, and then she don't get shit. Neither of them get shit in that case. But this is not a fair playing field. And as an athlete, you supposed to know that. But see, it's a difference, and I'm seeing that now. If maybe she would have better sportsmanship if she was playing on an actual team in basketball or something. For real, she need to take some classes. You know, do different shit. Do basketball on the weekends so you can see how it is playing with an actual team. Stop just seeing yourself. It's other people in the USA. It's other women in the USA. It's other girls your age that can smoke you or run just as fast as you all over the US. We ain't even talking about Russia. We're not talking about Africa. We're not talking about nothing like that. Let's talk about the US. You're not the only one. And there were greats before you. People boosted your head a little too much. And you lost that race that one time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting you down. I'm letting you know. I would let my own child know. If she was tippity typing and talking her shit and it don't even make sense because it's not the same. Sweetheart, she got to be humbled. She got to be humbled. That's it. So the International Olympic Committee responded and they said you can talk about double standards in relations to Russian and American athletes. Each case is individual. Richardson's positive doping test was discovered on the 19th of June and the result was received before the start of the Olympics. She was suspended for a month. There is nothing in common between these two cases, and I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Can we stop making everything about skin tone, about race, about where we come from, about all of that? I'm tired of it. It gets to be too much because they are correct. Each case is individual. That girl got a heart condition. In that case, she should not be able to compete. I don't want nothing to happen to her. You know what I'm saying? This has happened time and time before. I believe an athlete even passed out on the fucking court. And that happened in DC too, with a young boy. You know what I'm saying? So, and I might make a video on that. So in that case, I just don't want nothing to happen to her. That's where I'm coming from. I'm not thinking about skin tone. I'm not thinking about race. I'm not thinking about demographic or nothing like that. Can we make it a fair playing field? Okay? It does not compare. And I said what I said, you know. Let me say this. If you are agreeing with Sha'carri in this moment, and she needs mentorship, and the right mentorship, and you sitting up agreeing with this, shame on you. Shame on you. Okay? Shame on her and shame on you. Because for real, in my eyes, you condoning her coming out in ignorance. Why are we trying to make a U.S. issue a Russian issue? It's levels to this shit, right? The U.S. and Russia don't even fuck with each other like that, or they didn't before. You know what I'm saying? That's something that I learned in social studies. So maybe she needs some courses in social studies too. I'm just saying. And maybe y'all do too. The ignorance has to cease. It is not all about that. I'm here to tell you it's not. It's your girl B Octavia. I said what I said. My last Sha'carri video will be in the description below. I always keep the same energy. It was the same energy and same vibe in this one that it was in that one. As she talks her shit, I'm going to talk mine as well. It's my civic duty to help out. You know what I'm saying? It's your girl B Octavia. Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I will see y'all in my next one. Yeah.